Hi, today I'm going to show you how to use a Sensationail nail set. This is the starter kit and it came with the LED light. My set is pretty old, but it comes with the light and it comes with the cleanser, comes with primer. The polish that came with this set is the raspberry wine, and then this is the gel base and top coat. It also has lint-free wipes, a manicure stick, and a fingernail file. And then the one thing that's really handy that comes along with it is this kind of at-a-glance directions on how to apply the gel nails. So this is the starter kit. I'm going to go ahead and show you how to use it. Okay, so the first thing I did was I went ahead and put my towel down so I have a work mat. I'm plugged in, and the first step is actually buffing your nails out. I had gel nails on previously, so they're a little bit torn up. So I'm going to go ahead and just smooth them out, make sure I get all that extra polish off and smooth them down, and just a light buffing. If you've got some that really doesn't want to come off, you can use the coarser side and make sure that you've got them all smoothed down. And then once you go through all of your nails and get them buffed out, you want to go ahead and push back your cuticles and just make sure that you trim off any of the extra cuticles because you don't want to have a build up there. So go ahead and buff them out and get them ready to go. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, I'm finishing up the last of my cuticles. I've buffed them out, pushed back my cuticles, clipped them off, and now I'm going to go ahead and use the lint-free wipe, and I'm going to use the cleaner and just make sure that I wipe them all down. This is the second step. So your first step was buffing them all out, and then the second step is just to wipe down all of the excess. Get all that dust off of there. Okay, so once you've finished cleaning it, you don't need to throw this away because you're going to use it again. Now, I had trouble finding extras, the lint-free. I mean, I could use regular cotton swabs and stuff, but that does leave lint, obviously, so you don't want that. And one thing I found that works pretty well is just to get a piece of paper towel and cut it up into little squares, and then I have the extras. Okay, so the next step, the third step, is you're going to apply the gel primer. This is the gel primer. And on my directions, it actually says to cover the nail, but my daughter has this set as well, and hers says just to go around the edges so that it's not so hard to remove. Myself, I still would rather just apply the whole thing, then that way I know that the polish is going to be more secure. So I'm going to go ahead and apply this, and it's just going to go on every nail, and then it just air dries. There's nothing there's no putting it in the lamp at this point, so just go ahead and spread that all over. You don't want to get it on your skin though, that's the one thing, and you do want to kind of make sure that you get the ends. Get that primer all over. Okay, the next step after the primer has air dried. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use the gel base and top coat, and it's this one, okay? This is the small bottle that comes with it. I actually have another bottle that I've refilled since I've had this set for so long. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one on, and now this one is the one you definitely want to make sure that you don't apply to the skin, and that you also want to make sure it just goes around a thin layer and goes around the ends there as well. Cap it off. Okay, just go ahead and do all of those nails and just cap it off. Now, the one thing I do is I kind of do a little bit at a time. So I've done these 4 nails, and I'm going to put this under the lamp for 30 seconds. And then after 30 seconds, I'm going to go ahead and I do the other 4 fingers, and then I do the 2 thumbs. Okay, because you can't really get your whole hand in there. So it will actually beep after 30 seconds and then tell me that I can go ahead and take my hand out of there. Okay, so now I've got the base coat on there. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and apply the actual polish. And I'm going to go ahead and do it the same way. Just put a thin layer of polish on each nail. The difference will be that I will actually put this under the lamp for 60 seconds versus the 30 seconds. And the light will actually go off. So when you're putting it on, you want to make sure that you're not touching the skin, and you want to go around and cap off the top as well. Go ahead and do every nail, and then like I said, I usually do 4 nails and then put it under, but you can however you want. Okay, so I got 4 nails done. I'm going to go ahead and put them to the lamp for 60 seconds. And I noticed that mine was a little bit watery, so I had to shake it up a little bit. I haven't used this one in a while. Go ahead and put it under there for 60 seconds. The light will light up, and then, like I said, it will go off automatically after 60 seconds. And I also like doing this not only because my whole hand doesn't fit in there, but it gives me a break. I'm doing one thing, and then I can kind of switch it up and do another. But however you prefer to do it, just as long as you've got it under there for 60 seconds. Okay, so I've gone through and put 1 coat of polish on. I'm going to go ahead and actually put 2 more coats on. The directions just say 1 more, but I like the darker color and I also like the extra protection. If you notice that your polish is still feeling a little bit sticky, don't worry about it. After you finish with the top coat, it will take away all that extra stickiness. So just keep going, and then, okay, so I finished my 3 coats of polish. Now I'm going to go back to the gel base and top coat, and I'm going to go ahead and put a thin layer on, making sure that I cap the tops of my nails, and then it's going to go under the lamp for 30 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put another layer on here and cap the tops, go through all my nails, and then put them under for 30 seconds. Okay, so I just finished the last of the 30-second interval, and that was with the gel base and top coat. And so now my final step is just to go ahead and use some of the cleanser and just finish taking off any of the residue that's still on there. If you still have that sticky feeling, this will get rid of it, but just kind of wipe them down. Okay, so now my nails are completely done. Okay, they came out really nice. I like having these Sensationail nails put on. They give my fingernails extra protection. My nails are really thin, and it takes a while, but not as long as if I were to go to a salon and have my nails done. And I know some people say that these don't last as long, but when I had my gel nails put on last time, I still kind of had the same problems, and my nail grew out. I had the gap in between. I did get a little bit of chipping, and these tend to last me about 2 weeks, which was pretty much the same amount of time that it took for the gel nails. And after 2 weeks, I'm pretty much ready to switch over anyways. So I really like them. The kit itself is a really good deal. You can probably get the kit for about the same price as going to a salon and having your gel nails put on. And then you have the variety of the different polishes as well. So I really like it for that reason. Okay, so sometimes the polish does chip away, and so in that case I might just go ahead and remove the polish from the one fingernail and then go through the process over again. But usually they last me 2 weeks, and 2 weeks is good enough. I'm ready to switch over at that point. After I take a shower, I find that my nail polish is a little bit looser, and so it's a little bit easier to take off then, or soaking it in some acetone. There is a tool that's supposed to help be able to scrape off and remove. It's not that great, but I just kind of tend to pick at them. But anyways, I love the polish, I love the set, and so I hope you do too.